And first pitch swinging as this is bounced on the ground towards short. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Here's Michael Brantley. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. Gone. Solo shot to right center. Number 13 for him on the year as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
Two home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting range. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Striding in for the Indians, Edwin Encarnacion. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Howell's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. In now for Cleveland, Francisco Lindor, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. From the stretch, and there he goes towards second. Hit out towards second, and he'll reach to knock this ball down. Stepping up to the plate, Jason Kipnis. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which currently sits as 3rd best in the American League. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch on the ground to the right side, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Home half of the first coming up from the Coliseum. It's now 1-0 Cleveland. Carlos Carrasco, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
It's pretty easy to see why this guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. He has a ridiculously good whip. How about under .5 on the season? Do you have any idea how hard that is to do that? He's nearly impossible to reach base on. He doesn't walk hardly anybody, and he's awfully tough to get a hit off of. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
Pitch on the way. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
The 0-2 delivery. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I'm looking at the guy that's hitting second. Wonder if he can turn it around a bit. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he's only 1 for 10. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Lindor ranges to his left. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, left fielder.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Behind 0-2 now. Carrasco pauses. Here it is on 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. It remains 1-0. Next will be the designated hitter, Tyler Naquin, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the American League in batting average entering play. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Powell going back on it and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 8th home run on the season for him. And with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, when he woke up this morning, the last thing he wanted was to be down 2-0 in the 2nd inning. The good news is that both home runs have only been solo shots. But the bad news is he's not fooling anyone right now.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at infielder Freddie Galvis, a guy who bounced around in the early part of his career, but his glove is his calling card, and he's settled at one of those premium positions up the middle, and look for him to have a big day on defense.
Now, Francisco Mejia. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled right back up the middle, and that gets through for a one-out base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Here's Rajay Davis now. On a line to shortstop. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Striding in once again, Michael Brantley. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Indians strike for one on this solo homer. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 Indians. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Olson. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Now the 0-1. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. Here's the 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Next up for the A's, Matt Joyce. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he's 0 for 9. Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Back now at the Oakland Coliseum on a fine day for baseball in the East Bay. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ramirez, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Line towards center field, and that's in for a base hit, his 2nd in as many trips to the plate. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard. Edwin Encarnacion now, and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And it's gone. So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion. Home run number 59 on the season. As the Indians continue to pull away, it's now 4-0. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
D-Rose, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get to that batter's box.
Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Powell is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Tyler Naquin. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Now here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box, Lonnie Chisenhall. Runner goes for second. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. In now, Francisco Mejia. As he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Stepping in now, Rajay Davis. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Indians 6 and the A's nothing. And that brings up Chad Pinder. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he's 0 for 5. A 1 pitch on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
The 0-2 home. And he will take strike 3 called. He's got another one. 5 straight strikeouts, and that's the first out of the inning. So with 1 away, time for a check of the division as you get a look there at where the Indians find themselves in the race. So that'll bring in the outfield. Powell. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Popped him up. But this will land untouched. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Striding in for Oakland, Josh Phegley will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Carrasco pauses. 0-1 on its way. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
7 in a row. Flat out dominant, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready for another shot now. Michael Brantley, 1 for 2 with a solo shot that came back in the first inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. Line drive base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's 7-0.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Paul Blackburn answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's 8-0.
Second baseman number 22.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the second run will score as well.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
The right fielder, number 8, Lonnie.
Digging in once again, Lonnie Chisenhall. 4 runs already across and a chance to make it 5 right here.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Right side. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Ready once again, Francisco Mejia. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Powell racing back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Indians 11 and the A's nothing. Ready for another chance? Freddie Galvis back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
He's set. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. And here's a ball hit in the air.
But it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. 8 in a row. He got another one. What a roll he's on. One away. Time now for the Indians' Road to the Show report as we get a look at two guys making some noise in the upper minors. So striding in, Jed Lowry. He got on top of one and was a ground out last time. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Davis. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a strike. Oh, he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ballgame, and this one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail in this one 11-0. Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the center fielder, Rajay Davis. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch hit hard towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit, so the leadoff man reaches in their half of the fifth.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Here's Michael Brantley.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Lowry's got it. Galvis. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Now batting, third baseman,
Standing in, Jose Ramirez. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably. And I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Edwin Encarnacion now. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Lowry relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just a 4-pitch inning there as the Indians go down quietly, but they lead it 11-0. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. They'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Now the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Strike two.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Here's the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see, he's had a great first half as he leads the AL in that department. Digging in for his second at-bat, Matt Joyce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. At the plate, Marcus Semien. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Carrasco pauses. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. They trail in this one 11-0. Digging in once again, Francisco Lindor. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon. So a line drive double here has him in business to start the inning. And that'll bring us to our Indians leaderboard as we see his current total 4th best on the Tribe. Ready once again, Jason Kipnis. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. This is pulled into right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second.
The designated hitter, Tyler Naquin.
Digging in to try it again, Tyler Naquin. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground at first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in.
And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. The relay throw, and he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Tribe lead this one 11-0. And that brings up Chad Pinder, and he'll face Carlos Carrasco to get the inning underway.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Standing in now, Boog Powell. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 0-1 delivery, and that one stayed up a little high. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
In now, Josh Fegley. She'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Two out, nobody on. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail in this one 11-0. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Ready for another shot now. Francisco Mejia, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center. This will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's Rajay Davis now. Line drive, base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here's Michael Brantley as he rips it on the ground to second. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Galvis. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
0-1 count and the pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they're going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Striding in once again, Jed Lowry. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Way in front of that fastball.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Lowry waits, the 1-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. The 1-2. Dribbled up the line. And he is in there. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Manny, this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, Dero. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Chris Davis is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Again, he sends it out of play.
He's not going to be happy with the execution of that pitch at all. I wouldn't be shocked if it's time for the catcher to go out and talk to him. Get him to bend his back and drive the ball down in the zone a little bit more.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Chris Davis comes the second out of the bottom of the 7th.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The A's strand 1. They trail in this one 11-0. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Jose Ramirez. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Ready for another chance? Edwin Encarnacion. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Now Edwin with a swing and a deep drive to left. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, you can see how pure his swing is, and that's why he's able to hit an incredible 60 home runs this season. Might as well start engraving his name on the MVP trophy because he's having a year for the ages. Witnessing history, folks.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. Powell racing back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Striding in for the Indians, Jason Kipnis. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Powell's under it. 2 gone. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. First offering on its way. Driven nicely into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossoming.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as he drives a liner to right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone. Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Into the box, Francisco Mejia as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Indians lead it 14-0. Here's Matt Joyce now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
And the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Got him. for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see there, that number has him tied for second in the AL in that category. Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
The 0-1 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Got him. And that's the third K next to his name in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Carrasco pauses. Here's the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. A's are gone in order. But this one's pretty much over, 14-0. In now for Cleveland, Rajay Davis. He singled his last time up.
Rajay Davis.
First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Into the box now, Michael Brantley. And he puts it on the ground to second. Spin throw gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at 3rd, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Edwin Encarnacion is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his 2nd home run of the game, as he dearly loved to make it 3 right here. From the stretch. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Row, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from 3rd.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
Emilio Pagan comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
So here's Francisco Lindor now.
He swings and sends it on a line to right center.
Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Second base,
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, designated hitter.
Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Naquin. He's been hot in this one. 4 hits, including a homer and a double. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Powell's under it, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Cleveland's out in front, 16-0. So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
Here's the 0-2. And that one just missed outside.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Chasing after it is Davis. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Josh Fegley. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And that one stayed too low apparently. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Freddie Galvis. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And that's going to put an end to this one, and the Indians will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a 1-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
16-0 the final this afternoon. The Indians mounted an impressive offensive display, crossing the plate 16 times. Carlos Carrasco earns a league-best 17th victory as he tosses a complete game one-hitter. Tyson Ross gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The A's would like to thank you for your attendance.